you're a regular listener to this show, none of you,
I am.
then you know that some of our favorite topics so far in 2019 have included things like the lack of board diversity, fake public companies, founders, blowhards, CEO turnover, Boeing, chumminess, like all the things that
Right.
basically encapsulate what markets happen to be.
Right.
Um,
Basically,
and
what we just talked about today.
a
Yeah.
lot of
Okay.
what we talked about today, I didn't
Yeah.
even include like foreign invaders and wars and all that kind of stuff. But as part of Matt Makes, this segment that we're due almost every day, I've basically created a lot of like lists of things, like I've got lists of fake public companies. I've defined
Yeah.
what it is and then show you
People
a
love
list of it.
lists.
Um,
Yeah.
and I just asked myself, what would happen if we turned some of these lists that I've already made into indexes? Now, an
All right.
index.
Wait, hold on. Yeah. I was going to say, can you at least define index for
So an
some people?
index is a basket of stocks that you can essentially invest in. And the reason why I wanted to do this, because in 2020, Free Float Media is looking to actually make your investment portfolio snarky again. It's
Okay.
it's
What
about
was it ever
time
snarky? Yeah.
that you could invest actively in the things that make humans kind of the worst and markets terrible. Okay.
All right. So some of the right. So some of the famous indexes, of course, S&P 500, the
S&P
Dow Jones, which we
500,
talked
Dow.
about, right?
But why would you own the S&P 500 when you can own, for instance,
Yeah.
the white male empowerment index? Okay?
Which is that not the S&P 500?
So this is an index. This
Yeah.
actually takes all US companies and skews the US companies not by market cap, not by
Right.
price. Like I
Yeah.
basically created a basket of companies that are skewed by how white, probably white,
I love
and
it.
definitely male
I
the
love it.
boards are. Okay.
Perfect.
Largest
Perfect.
allocations are for M&T Bank and CME Group. I wanted to encapsulate each one of these indexes, and there's 5 of them, and then I want you to guess which one actually outperformed in the last year.
All
Okay.
right. Okay. I
Um,
like it.
but I wanted to let it sink in. I wrote a haiku for each index
Okay. This is startling to me, but I'm gonna let it go. You wrote a haiku for each
to
index?
celebrate the index that you could invest in. I think there's not
Okay.
enough market haikus, so
Right.
the haiku for the white male empowerment index is, "It's okay, honey. I'll let you have a turn soon. Here's a Peloton."
I look now. It's now that it's basically legal in New England. I'm gonna ask you, what the hell were you smoking when you
Well, I
created
want to
this?
end this segment by announcing
Yeah.
that if you have a haiku to celebrate
Yeah.
one of these indexes, please
Sure.
submit it at freefloatmedia.com. You
Uh huh.
can hit us on Twitter directly at Matt Moscardi, at Damian Rollis, or at Free Float Media, because we want to set up a contest for the haikus. Well, I'll get to that, okay?
Okay.
The
Okay.
second
All right.
index here,
Yep.
the fake public company index.
Right. Okay. Good. Like
This one's
Facebook, right?
super easy, okay? These are
Hmm.
companies that are basically 50% owned, the voting power is 50% owned by someone else. So when you invest in them, you get nothing except the
Right. You're
stock going up or going down. That's all you get.
you're relinquishing your voice to a dictator.
The biggest allocations are obviously Google, Facebook, and Walmart. I actually had to cap the allocation to any single stock in this basket because Google, Facebook, and Walmart are so large compared to the others. So,
Right. Okay.
so there are about 205 constituents, and the haiku
Yeah.
for this
Yeah.
did an IPO. Thank you for your mounds of cash. Now get off my lawn.
I like it. That I like.
That's your investment
Now
haiku.
there's a haiku. All right. Next.
Next, the
Yeah.
Noob CEO Index. Now,
All right.
for those
What's
of you
that?
watching on Twitch, you clearly know what a noob is. If you're not watching on Twitch, a noob is basically a newbie. It's somebody who's, not done this before. The Noob CEO Index covers the 255 companies who just got new CEOs. They're less than a year
Oh,
on their job,
so
on
not
this
Boeing.
job.
Right.
And it's very simple. Large allocations to Intel and Wells Fargo, both of whom got new CEOs in the last year. And the haiku here is, we survived the year. The golden handshake helped, though. New jobs, am I right?
Okay. Can't believe I just laughed at a haiku. I don't know what's wrong with me.
because
right.
everything should be done in haiku form.
This is my favorite day of 5th grade so far.
Number 4, the
Yeah.
founder fetish index.
Okay. I don't know what that means.
This is because investors love to fetishize founders. And I think
Yeah.
actually the haiku sort of celebrates this entirely. I won't even tell you how many constituents or the allocations yet. I'm going to start with the haiku.
Okay.
Oh my God, you're great. Your ideas are just so big. Can I touch your brain?
Ooh, I like it.
That's the investment philosophy behind the founder fetish index.
Yeah.
There are 384 constituents. Google and Amazon lead that index. And last, and these are in no particular order, but last but not least, the irrational blowhard index.
Okay.
This one takes some explaining I'm not going to do here, but effectively, analysts set price targets for companies. I took the ones where analysts love the companies regardless of whether or not they're profitable. And there are 490 constituents. The largest allocation is to Nectar Therapeutics. And the haiku here is, the stories are true. Expect the stock to blow up. Boom, 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 boom.
I don't know, that last line might be a bit of a haiku cheat, but I'm gonna allow it.
All right.
All right.
Now, we don't have to
First
go
of
one at a
all-
time. I actually just want you to guess.
Yeah. Okay.
Of the 5, which do you think had the strongest performance?
All right. I'm gonna say no to white male. There's just no way. Fake public company, maybe because of all the Zuckies. Noob CEO, no, because maybe there's noob CEO because the company's in distress. Founder fetish. In light of Travis and Adam Newman, I don't want to support that. Irrational blowhard index. That one, that's a maybe. But I'm gonna go fake public company.
Fake public companies is Damien's choice. The real answer here, people, is the founder fetish index.
Oh, okay.
Investors love founders. Fake public came in a close second. Founder fetish index in the last year would have been pro rata 25.8% return.
Despite the people like Adam Newman and
just
Frat
eking
boy
out
Travis.
fake public companies who got 24.8% return. And the big loser here, which I think is amazing, is the irrational blowhard index at 4.9% return.
Well, maybe that's why they're always tooting those. They're blowing that horn. For
I
them,
cannot
right? They're trying to
believe
drum up business.
They are so excited. Analysts are so excited about those companies, they can't even get out of their own way.